folks, this is Jolt583, and today we'll be looking at Transformers Generations Autobot Whirl. This is a Voyager class. Now, this is a Voyager class set, but I was able to get it on sale. More about that later. But for now, let's see what we got. Just a big window with Whirl in his robot mode, an array of weapons on the side here, and the concept drawing of him on the other side. He appears to be a Cyclops. This is the first Autobot Cyclops I've ever seen, and he has 3 modes. And on the back of the box, we just have Whirl in his robot mode, his helicopter mode, and his helipad mode, which looks downright awesome. Autobot Whirl. The daredevil flying style of Autobot Whirl might make it look like he could crash at any moment, but he is in total control. The mere sight of him over the battlefield is enough to send enemies running for cover, trying to reach a safe distance before he crashes. Any Decepticon unlucky enough to stick around and give him a chance to take his null ray cannon out for a spin. Strength of 6, Intelligence of 6, Speed of 8, Endurance 8, Rank 6, Courage 10, Fire Blast 6, Skill 10. So this guy knows what he's doing and is not afraid to try it out.
An unsuspecting Autobot. This would be easier than I imagined. Wait. What? That's my weapon!
Yeah, why don't you back off there, Starscream? So as Starscream just pointed out right there, Whirl here comes with a null ray cannon, which is a weapon that Starscream is pretty famous for using. But enough about that, let's take a look at the vehicle mode. And here we have Whirl opened up and transformed into his helicopter mode. It's a fairly basic military helicopter looking thing. I really like the molding on this, like the little rivets on the metal sides here, on the tail too. Very nice little detail. As for color, it's just a light blue all the way through, with some dark blue thrown in, as well as some silver, yellow rotor, and tail rotor. A clear orange codpiece here, which can open to reveal the inside. Kind of wish I had a little figure to sit him in there. That'd be nice. But you don't need it. Now, one little problem here that I do have is this top section. I have difficulty keeping pegged in. I assume I may be doing something wrong. If not, well, okay then. And unlike most vehicles, the bottom does not reveal a robot mode. Now, quite a bit of stuff on here is actually all gear gimmicks. Well, not quite gimmicks, but just gears. Whereas if you move one thing, that bit's going to move something else. But yeah, everything is held and hidden pretty well on this guy. So it's a very good vehicle mode. And as you all know, this guy does come with weapons. Little missile launcher or something. It's like a camera gun. Not sure what else to call that. This right here is clearly a missile launcher, or missile pod. A Gatling gun, because why not? And I have no idea what this thing is. But it looks like it would hurt. Lots of people. Okay, missile launcher. Yeah. And all armed up. These looks like a force to be reckoned with. But yeah, all these weapons have different clips, and some even have pegs to clip onto the many rods and holes in this guy. Whirl apparently does not like to go places unarmed. An admirable quality. here we have him transformed into his heliped mode. Basically just a halfway point between his robot mode and his vehicle mode. He can walk and he can fly. Best of both worlds. Now there are a few parts on him that can be a little confusing to deal with. Mainly the ball joints in his arms. There are two ball joints connecting the arms to the main body. And how you transform this thing and how these things are rotated will affect this guy's posability. And this just can be a problem you might come across during transformation. The legs here. This little joint right here. Right on the part that connects to the shin works just fine. The part that connects to the thigh here, incredibly tight. I mean, I feel like I'm going to break this thing every time I move it just because of how tight it is and how much force you have to use just to get the thing to move. It's a little terrifying trying to transform the legs. Now, it's not quite a problem, but right here at the heel, clips in at the bottom of the shin right between the two toes on each foot. You have to make sure that clips in. Unclipped, the thing becomes very stable. It can't support the weight of the figure. So you gotta make sure that is clipped in tight. And when unclipping it, make sure you unclip it from the front here. Don't try to pull it out at the back. You're most likely gonna break something. Now as for the posability, we're not gonna talk about that much until we get to the actual robot mode. Because everything here is gonna be the same with the robot, just a lot easier there. So I might as well just focus on how this thing looks. As I mentioned before, with the gear gimmick or whatnot, one of them is used in the hands, these little claws here. And it works on both hands. You open up one claw and it will automatically open up the next one. Now, as for weapons, they fit on basically the same, but one little difference here is the camera gun thing here. If you take either hand, close up the claw. These two little clips right here can clip right on top of this here. So you just slide that on, and you've got a gun hand. And then apply the rest of the weapons wherever you like. So gotta say, the heliped mode also looks great. And now it's time to look at the robot. And here we have Whirl in his robot mode. Now there are a couple parts on this guy where you really need to be careful about how you transform it. Especially in his back there. But the end result is very good. The hands and legs really don't change at all. It's the torso that has to be finished. And just to get a look at that head there, you have a single orange eye, a little antenna on the side of his head, and then just a black head with kind of a blue mask. Now the head is on a ball joint. Arms, again, on two ball joints at the shoulders. Double hinge at the shoulder. No wrist other than the opening claws. Hips, you have joint here, outward, and spinning. Knees, bend at 2 angles. Don't really want to bend that knee. One knee being a lot harder to bend than the other. And nothing in the way of ankles, because he really has no ankles. All in all, it is a very good robot mode, and I do enjoy it. The weapons attach the same way as before, and they still look great in robot mode. The weapons still look great in all modes. Really not much is...
You shall return my weapon at once, you filthy Autobot, or you shall feel the wrath of Lord Starscream! You will pay for that, you filthy wretch!
Thanks for getting that, Whirl. Now this set is normally priced at around $25, but I was able to get him at Walmart marked down to $17. So all in all, great figure. Helicopter, heliped, and robot mode all look great. Paint scheme, really good. The only things that really break it up is the silver, orange, and black that's just kind of thrown around all over the place. But it all does blend in pretty well. There's a few bits that can be a little terrifying to transform, but all in all, it still works great and it holds up pretty well. So if you can see this guy, I recommend picking him up. He's a good deal at either price. So thank you for watching.
You will pay for that, you filthy Autobot! For Lord Starscream will have his revenge! And as for you, the viewers, hit the like, the favorite, and the subscribe button now, unless you too wish to feel the wrath of Lord Starscream!
Shut up, Starscream. So I thank you folks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.